Hey everyone, Michael Hammond here with you. It's another start of a new week. It's Monday, and it's time to focus on what do we get to do this week? What do we get to focus on? What's most important? I hope all of you had a fantastic weekend. Here in Michigan, fall's starting to creep in a little bit. It's a little bit cooler. It's kind of nice. College football. And we're ready to start this new week. We've got less than 4 months left to end the year strong. We've talked about that. Talked about what are some of the things that we need to be doing, and one of my commitments is to read at least a minimum of one book a week. I'm back in that habit again. I've read some great books. John Gordon's Relationship Grit. Right now I'm reading Andy Andrews' book, The Return of the Noticer, and excited about that. But one of the other programs that I'm part of is by Brian Johnson. He is a self-help business development philosopher, guru, and he's got a wonderful program called Optimize Plus One. I get a daily email from him, and then he does recaps of a number of books. And he did a great recap, and it really got me thinking, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Whether you're a loan officer and trying to grow your group and add team members, whether you're running a branch, whether you're running a division, or whether you're running a whole company, or whether you're a tech provider and looking to grow and to grow your team. And so what he talked about was conscious competence. And he referenced a book, and it's a great book. It's called It Takes What It Takes by Trevor Mowat. And the whole premise is how to think neutrally and gain control of your life. And most of you have heard the regular progression that a lot of people have talked about over the years is you start with unconsciously incompetent. You don't know what you don't know. Then it goes to consciously incompetent. You have a good understanding of what you don't know, what you still need to learn, what you still need to do. And then it goes there, the current model says, to consciously competent. You know what you know how to do it, and then you can do it. And then the ultimate goal in the progression model was that you become unconsciously competent. You just instantly do it. You instinctively know how to do that. And what Trevor Mowat talked about in his book was that he wants to change the order of that, because one of the problems is he works with elite athletes, peak performances, CEOs of companies. How do they maintain that peak performance? And more importantly, how do they drill that down into their organization? Being unconsciously competent doesn't really work, right? They know how to get the work done, but can they share that with their team? Can they help, other people in their organization? And so his whole philosophy on this was that it should go from unconsciously incompetent. You don't know what you don't know. Consciously incompetent. You know what you still need to work on. You know where the gaps are, and you can start working towards that. Then it should be unconsciously competent. You're kind of in the rhythm, you're getting things done, but you don't necessarily know how to do that. But the ultimate goal should be consciously competent. Why? Because if you want to sustain success for yourself as an individual, if you want to sustain success and teach your team, whether it's your branch, whether it's your division, whether it's the entire company, you have to know what it was that you're doing to be successful, what you are doing well, so that you can repeat it and sustain that over and over and over again. So my challenge for you today, this week, as we focus on what can we do, we're in the middle of September. My ultimate goal is for you to strive to be consciously competent. Know what you're doing. So many times we don't focus on why we're having success. We don't focus on what's working. We don't focus on what our team members are doing to continue to have success. Yeah, if there's a challenge, if there's a failure, if we lost that deal, we're going to analyze it. We're going to look at it. But so many times we just take this success for granted. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath this week, look back and reflect on your personal successes, some of the successes in your team, and really focus on that competent or conscious competency so that you can duplicate that over and over and over again for sustainable long-term success. Go out there and have an amazingly blessed week.